welcome to a concept art kind of video, which I just really absolutely love concept art for characters. It's my favorite, especially from newer artists and like novelty artists, hobby artists. I love your characters is what I'm saying, even down to their baby pictures of concept art. And I think we should go back and look at them. I know people always go back and look at them and redesign them, but have you ever thought of just keeping them the way they are, pure, simple, very earnest? Just go back to it and redraw it in your style. I think would be really great. Who needs to redesign? Of course, redesigning is fun, something different, a challenge. But here's a different challenge. Just draw them as they are. And I love that kind of stuff. I am doing that in this video. If I haven't even already started, I probably have, where I am redrawing my character Candy from her baby pictures. So I'm going to get into why you should, or I guess why I love character designs in this thing. I think I already explained a little bit of that already. But I'm gonna just regurgitate the whole thing back at you, probably in a much better format of speaking, probably. Okay, let's get to it. So, why do I love character concept art? Well, easily enough, it's the earnesty of the drawing and the rawness and the simplicity of the design sometimes. All this especially for newer artists because there's so much possibilities that they could go crazy with the design, or they could go a simple character in a regular t-shirt and jeans, and that's just so beautiful to me. I love that. So, going back to concept art you have already worked on but haven't looked at in a while can really make you think how you concept arted in the first place. Why did you make the thicker outline for the hair? Why is their nose shaped a little differently? Stuff like that is just so fascinating and interesting to me. You could possibly even make them their own character, like a side character even, or a background character, or heck, a AU character, or from an alternate universe. Ooh, the opportunities for those characters to be recycled is endless. You most likely than not improved in some way art-wise, so just redrawing the concept art you already had in a newer style could be very interesting. I think I also heard that a lot of people compare it to collaborating with your younger self, which I find so cute. Oh my god. I like to think of it like that. It really makes you think why I went back to those decisions that I made back then and applying them now to be like, that's not what I had intended, but it's cooler this way, and not in a redesigning kind of way, kind of like you had something there, let's work with it kind of thing. So that was the first part of the video. So if you're still here, hello. We're going to be talking about how you design things and how I find that it's too easy sometimes and how it's too hard at sometimes. It really just depends on the character, honestly. So let's get right into that. I have three kind of ways. One is designing the character until I get it right over a long period of time. And it could be like weeks to months. I hate it. The second way is the almost character, where I have almost exactly how I want it to be in my head, and I draw it out, and like maybe one or two details are off, and it takes a lot of finessing to get it right. This usually takes a few hours, not a whole bunch like the first method, which isn't even a method. This happened with Sandrick. I had the cape down, I had the hair down exactly how I wanted it. However, there was probably a few things wrong with like the inside of the cape outfit, like what's going on there, and shoes and all that, and Ballot. Let's look at Ballot here for a second here. Her eyes, they were like egg eye, winged eyes. What the heck? I was trying to avoid the eyes that I went with in the final, but it just suits her so well. So like I just went with it. I was trying to be different, but sometimes different is just not the right look. Okay, this is the last one, and this is the most annoying one, but I like it and hate it at the same time. I draw the character, and that's it. That's the character. I know the character well enough in my mind, and I only knew the character for 5 minutes that as I'm drawing it, I already know everything about the character. I know how they look, how they act, everything. I hate it. But it also goes well with the story that I have planned for them, that I planned out in just 10 minutes. These kind of characters, there's not a lot to them. I don't know how I do it. I design them, and that's how they look. How can it get so perfect when like the other characters I had to work a lot more towards? I don't know. Maybe because it's a bigger story that I don't know the whole story to, and that's the case. But a lot of one-off characters I have this kind of thing to them where it happens even when I was younger too, where I just draw the character and I'm like, yep, that's them, and I never come back to them. I guess you could probably consider that being concept art too. If I ever come back to it, would I add anything more to them? That's the real question. I don't think so. Here's the example of this girl here. I drew this back in high school. Yikes. What the heck was I thinking? I don't know. I don't remember this character. But I do know that she's perfect. I love everything about her, like that earnesty of going into it and drawing wise. And not only that, it's an interesting design. Why does she have the little pendant brooch there? There's so many questions that you could make a story around. That so much so that, like, I don't think I need to redesign her, and I don't need to go through that effort. If I were to redesign her, maybe I would just give her different clothes, unless the story calls for it. I don't know, and I don't know her story yet. So what I'm saying is, it's really fun to design characters and just leave them be. So I hope you enjoyed our little rant here about concept art for characters, be it like from your old days in elementary school to now. Don't be afraid to go back to your older drawings. I know it's scary. I know they look bad, but I don't think they look bad. I think they look great, especially in your newer style, your newer drawing abilities. You're very capable. I know it. So just keep doing it. If anything, you need characters to fill out a world for background characters. Have them as a background character. No one's gonna know. I mean, they do it all the time in My Little Pony, right? Right? I don't know. I haven't watched My Little Pony in forever. Anyways, have a lovely, awesome always. Take good care. I'll see you back here for some more art fight videos in June. And trust me, we got some spicy ones coming up. So I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.